Someday I'm gonna be with you.
Hello and welcome
to 90 Day Fiance. Talk me down the aisle.
For those who don't know, that is a very popular song that features on some episodes of 90 Day Fiance.
Usually when there's a tearful goodbye.
Yeah, normally at an airport. It's a beautiful number.
The
Sure
producers absolutely love it, inexplicably.
Someday.
Do you want to know the top comment on
be
YouTube?
with you. Go on.
Who actually searched "Someday I'm going to be with you" to find this beauty? I mean, they got to be taking a piss.
That's good. So the format of this podcast, obviously there's a lot of 90 Day Fiance podcasts out there, probably better, funnier, more current than ours. But we got a different twist on it. We are doing 90 Day Fiance. It's basically an oral history, which is what I wanted to call it. Aural, A-U-R-A-L.
Oh, you have to get this in to explain to them. Just let it go.
No, I fucking said it to a group of my friends on a Zoom chat, and it fucking went down like a lead balloon. It's like, how dare you? Don't you think that's good? 90 Day Fiance, an oral
I do,
history.
yeah. I thought it was great.
Do you prefer 90 Day Fiance, walk me down the aisle? No, talk me down the aisle. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, because you thought that one.
But I think an oral history is quite clever.
So the main purpose of this podcast is to try and convince our friends to watch 90 Day Fiance, the ones who aren't already watching it. So we're going to take you through season by season. And believe me, this first season is quite boring looking back.
It really is, isn't it? I guess we'll discuss that more later.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it was a fucking struggle at 1.5 times the speed.
Yeah. Because we just rewatched it basically to refresh our memory. But one thing I will say is it had good characters and it got us hooked from the very start, didn't it? I wonder what it was that hooked us. I think we know what it was that hooked you.
What, Paola?
Pal.
Well, yeah, God. There's much more.
Don't do that on the podcast all the time. Oh, we'll come to that later. It's so annoying. That's a bad podcasting trait right there. You need to fix up, be more like Gaz.
How the fuck are you supposed to do it?
I'm joking. Okay, so 90 Day Fiance. What is it? Why should people watch it? Why is it entertaining? Yeah, I'm asking you. What is it? What's it about? How would you explain it?
About couples who... it's about an American who has met someone they love, or should we say they think they love. Or they're definitely in love with them.
Not always, are they? Yeah,
the Americans.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Overseas, and they have to use the K1 visa to get that person to live in America. And they have 90 days to get married, to decide whether they want to get married. Although, technically, the K1 visa should be for couples who have already decided they're definitely going to get married.
Oh, really?
So it shouldn't be used for couples to decide whether they want to get married or not. But obviously, they're just saying.
I didn't know that. Yeah, so they're basically 90 days and all the drama is, are they actually going to get married, or are they going to realise they don't really like each other and just toss the person out the window? So what actually makes it entertaining?
It's just a prolonged... I mean, how many... So let's say in the late ones there's 10 episodes, an hour and a half each.
No, it's long. There's more than that.
It's just a 16-hour prolonged car crash and shit show put together, full of drama, bits that are so obviously faked, but they're still somehow entertaining. But it also feels genuinely real.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that because that gives people the wrong impression. But even though it is true, there are some bits that are just nonsense. But the emotion involved, we've seen people like proper heartbroken,
elated.
Yeah, like every human emotion is there. Yeah,
I mean,
robbed.
Yeah, it was crazy. But,
and now there's all these different franchises which we've not even finished yet. 90 Day Fiance, then there's 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days where they go and meet someone who they've not decided whether to get engaged to or not yet.
There's even 90 Day Lockdown.
There's 90 Day Fiance Quarantine. We've not watched that yet because we're scared of spoilers. And then there's 90 Day Fiance before the 90 Day. No, the other way.
Yeah, no, we're watching before the 90
days. The other way is where it's not an American person looking, it's a foreign person looking for an American person, I think.
Yeah, I think I thought it followed the American person going over there
maybe
to get married.
Yeah, we've not watched that one yet.
We don't know.
We've not watched that one yet, so keep your spoilers to yourselves, listeners. But we're plugging through. That has been, to be honest, has been one of the only things keeping us going during lockdown.
It has, yeah. It's just there's something about it. It's just so you can dip in and out of it.
We watch it three times a day with our meals.
Every single meal. To our shame. God.
But
we haven't got. There's not been one point where I thought, I'm getting bored of it.
Because it's so dramatic, especially in later seasons. It's like so clickbaity. Like it's like, oh, but they don't know. Yeah. I've got a secret.
I've just got something that might break their heart.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
And then you're like, oh, what is it?
It's usually some art of bollocks.
Yeah.
Well, actually, to be honest, I'm putting it down a bit. Sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it ain't.
And the bit I said about the fake bits, there's actually there's not actually many of them. There's bits that are like they're obviously sort of scripted a little bit, but it's not really that often. I don't think. Certainly not enough to put you off.
There's a few in the season we're about to discuss, season 1, but they're quite mild. But it's good to see the origins of the different sort of 90 Day Fiance tropes.
Yeah.
So what do you think has changed between the older one and the new one?
The older one just seems so much. It just seems understated compared to the new one.
Like those opening credits were like
like making a murder or something. And it just seemed very bare and kind of like actually kind of cold.
Yeah.
The spirit wasn't there. Like the sort of tongue-in-cheek. This is almost a parody now of the later series.
But hasn't it gone too far?
There. But it hasn't gone too far now. No, they got the sort of the perfect
far
mix.
enough.
It's a perfect cocktail.
Well, even with Darcy.
A Wetherspoon's cocktail.
Even with Darcy.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. But no, this first season was kind of I don't know. It just seemed bare. Cold.
Yeah, it was like
very factual. Actually, quite more factual than usual.
More factual, yeah, less silly. And the first season also only had 6 episodes, and they were 45 minutes each. Now every season has like 15 episodes at like an hour and a half.
17 3.5 hour episodes.
I don't know why they're so long.
God, no,
That's why we have to watch them in bite-sized chunks, because they just go on forever. Okay, so let's talk about season 1. I've written some various 90 Day Fiancé tropes here, but they kind of come up during the thing. So, I've written here, why is there no theme tune for 90 Day Fiancé? Don't you think that's upsetting?
That is actually, yeah.
Oh, someday.
I'm gonna be with you.
That should be the
Do you know
why
what?
has it got no theme tune?
I don't know, that is quite odd.
That's
actually,
a missed opportunity, isn't it?
Although, to be honest, we do always fast forward the opening bits.
Yeah, because there's so much fucking coming up on that show. Yeah. It's the worst for spoilers.
To me, the theme tune is just where it says, as the title credits, 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah.
that is the theme tune.
That is the theme tune. Like a door slamming shut. Yeah, and then at the end
that's your brain shutting.
Yeah. Lol. And then at the end of the show, it's like, this season on 90 Day Fiancé, it's like, I don't want to see what happens over the whole fucking season.
Annoying, yeah.
Fuck off. Yeah, so you got to be quick on your remote control, listeners, when you watch the show. Well, one thing I noticed that they did have in the first season that they don't have so much now, I feel like in the first season, they were trying to stitch them up kind of a bit more in a way, and making you think, like, this person hates this person.
Really?
Like, the long, drawn-out, awkward pauses that they do in, like, not the diary, but what is it? The interview bits.
Yeah.
Like, that, especially that, what's her name? Aziza.
Yeah.
They proper, like, made it so awkward, like, so, would you say you love him? And then there's just, like, it's, like, awkward.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they do that.
No,
they still do, like, the shifty glances and stuff, but it's not as, it used to be a lot more heavy-handed, that. Do you think?
It used to be sort of every 5 minutes, that sort of thing, and the awkward like sideways glances. They do still do it a little bit, but it's definitely
they do a bit, but not as much. And the edit I've put in the first season is very focused on the foreigners, and I'm saying foreigners because that's what they say in the show, like loving America and really wanting to come to America, and like that kind of being like the hidden agenda, which they still do as well, but it's not always the case.
They seem to nowadays. They seem to sort of only seem to really sort of mention that or go with that like hidden agenda if it is kind of true.
A dodgy one.
Yeah, like they seem to do it with everyone back then.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, although they didn't really do it with Paula.
Do you reckon that has something to do though with them trying to stitch them up? Do you reckon that has something to do with a bit of pushback from people who are on it,
or people not wanting to go on it because of that?
Yeah, maybe because like especially with Aziza. Yeah, she was like they did a number on her a little bit, didn't they? I mean, they had
bit.
kind of, we were kind of quite against it, and she wasn't,
Yeah, but watching it back, she didn't exactly.
She didn't exactly endear herself to the public, did she? But she was kind of just awkward, I think.
Yeah, she was. We'll come on. Oh no, now I'm doing it. Shut up. So let's talk about the different couples who are on this inaugural season of. I know you said Big Brother. Oh dear. So, should we start with our favourites? Pow Pow and Russ.
Pow and Russ, my Pow Pow.
How do you describe these two as a couple?
I'd say Russ is a meek, mild-mannered, mild-mannered kind of guy.
Sort of straight.
He's very straight kind of guy, but he's quite nice, really.
Yeah, sensible.
I think he's kind of, he has to be kind of more
reserved,
mild-mannered compared to Paola's vivaciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, reserved. Yeah, that's a good reserved Russ. And then Paola is just divine. She's just perfect. She's actually an amazing person. She is. She's just an amazing person.
This is the only thing that got Jack hooked on 90 Day Fiancé, that he fancies Paola. Admit it. I never heard you draw. It was a big calling card. I never heard you draw over someone on TV as much as her.
Just perfect.
Remember I told Luke about it and he said she's funny looking.
Funny looking, yeah. She is actually a little bit.
I think she's gorgeous as well.
She's very nice.
She's got a great body and she's got a lovely face.
But also, don't you think she's just sexy? She's really fun.
Don't you think what we've learnt from 90 Day Fiancé is all Colombian women are just fucking
incredibly
gorgeous?
Hot, yeah. Yeah.
But Paola was the prototype, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was the original.
She was the it's just perfect.
She was the mould that they broke afterwards. So Paola's from Colombia, as we've said, and Russ is from Oklahoma. And we got a mega gay vibe off of Russ at first, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We were obsessed with him being gay.
We kept mentioning Paola's going to be wanting more because we have to deliver. I know, that was me saying that. Yeah, that does sound like bitter. Just so bitter.
Jealous as fuck.
I got to say, watching it back, I didn't really think Russ seemed that gay.
Because when you're watching it the first time, you're thinking, judging it all. And then when you know, they did get married or whatever, it's not, you're not as suspicious.
Especially when you know kind of what happens after.
Yeah, you're not as suspicious.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to tell us what happened after later, aren't you?
I will.
With all the couples.
I've got the scoop.
We're about, what fucking year was this fucking show on? But we've got the scoop. And I thought the chemistry between them at first was very odd.
Yeah.
Like, he was so stiff and she was... But then watching it back, especially these fucking midges, especially when they got married, it was actually very touching, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Their marriage was lovely, really.
It was. It looked good. It looked like a good time.
Don't you think it's kind of weird to think, though, that how they would have met in the first place? Because you think of Paola being really, vivacious and, out there and a bit I wouldn't say she's crazy, but
lively.
Lively. I mean, I wonder how they actually kind of.
It said how they met. They met at a party. He was in Colombia.
Oh.
Can't remember why he was there, but they met. So they actually met sort of face to face. So they must have fancied each other.
Yeah, maybe that's what she liked about Russ.
Yeah,
he's quite,
Yeah, he's probably.
He's quite nice, really, and he's sweet.
He is actually quite nice. Watching it back at the time, I thought, he's just not good enough for her. I did.
That's my job.
No, I did though. I thought he's too boring for her, and he's not really able to keep up with her. Watching it back and seeing how much she loved him, I sort of changed my tune on it. It is possible for me to change my mind. I've written here, Russ, the most humorless person on the planet. That was in the first episode. I wrote that.
That is harsh.
And I put the original Mummy's boy.
Yeah, definitely.
His mum.
His mum and dad were just
weird
freaks of nature. His dad reminds me of Funkhauser from Curb Your... any Curb Your Enthusiasm fans out
Rowan
just reminds me so much of Funkhauser. Just weird. And they've both just been dug up.
Yeah, weird couple, but good luck to them. And Russ's weird little mohawk that he had.
Little rat tail.
Oh, that was gross. I've called Russ's mum the prototype Debbie.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll meet Debbie in a later season. Paola is a man-eater, I've written.
Yep.
Paola is sweet, confident, fun, and sexy, and Russ and his family are the opposite.
Yeah. Russ is like a runny nose, isn't he?
We just said that they were good together.
They were good together,
yeah. So here's a few things that happened, if you would like to share your thoughts on them.
Go on.
Paola moved in, and Russ said that his parents said they got to sleep in separate beds.
Russ
they moved in with Russ's parents, and Russ said they got to sleep in separate beds because the mum don't approve of them having sex.
I don't think it's possible for any man to resist the temptation.